Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday, November 7th, 2024. My name is Sam Shalhoub, and it's time for your daily dispatch. So, first up, Dave over at X22 posted an article from the Gateway Pundit, and it was talking about the Democrats having 15 million votes less than they did in 2020. Now, I've heard estimates from between 15 and 25 million votes less than what they had in 2020. Where would those votes have come from back in 2020 where they didn't show up this time? Well, I think we all know, and is this going to be the hinge pin that starts the investigation into what happened in 2020? Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. David Mark over at News Treason posted an article, and we're talking about the states that Kamala supposedly won. Well, all of those states that she supposedly won don't require voter ID. RFK Jr. came out with a statement yesterday. He said that he spent 2 days with Trump recently, and he was saying things that were kind of shocking to me. This is RFK Jr. quoting. I'm quoting him. The level of change that he wants to make in our government, I think, is going to be unprecedented. He wants a revolution, and I think he's going to get one. Very strong words, and words that I personally am glad to see. We've talked quite a bit about CNN and how they seem to be coming from a different perspective recently. Well, Brian Stelter, I should say, from CNN, came out with a quote yesterday, and he said that Trump's return to power raises serious questions about the media's credibility. Well, we all know where that media credibility for the mainstream media anyway is, and it's nowhere near the penthouse, if you know what I mean. Yesterday, General Flynn came out and he said that this is only the beginning of a long slog to achieving total victory. And he said the best analogy that we have is that we've seized the beachhead and have broken through the hedgerows into Normandy. I want everyone to understand we have not achieved a VE Day. We are more like D-Day +1. We have our beachhead. The troops are arriving in strength with determined purpose and a clear mandate. But now the real work of rooting out the evil infestation really begins. And I agree with him, and I would caution everyone. I don't think we've seen the end of what could be happening. I think there will be a catalyzing event. Could that be tomorrow, next month, next week? Probably before the inauguration, but that's simply a guess on my part. But as always, I don't say this to fearmonger. I say this to have your head on a swivel to be prepared for whatever might happen. Badlands Media yesterday came out with an article, and they said that the Wisconsin voters have overwhelmingly approved an amendment to the state constitution that requires voters to be U.S. citizens. With over 95% of the ballots counted, the measure garnered 75% approval statewide. I'm sure that we're going to be having sweeping election integrity issues on a national level, and this may just be the first. According to Zero Hedge, Iran-backed Houthis reportedly declared a ceasefire immediately after President Trump's victory. Gee, what a surprise. Are they running for the hills? Well, it sure seems that way to me. And there was also some discussion or some chatter that Zelensky is talking ceasefire and an end to the war. I think they hear the footsteps. Yesterday, MTG Marjorie Taylor Greene, Mad Dog MTG as we like to call her here, came out and announced that the DOJ just dropped all cases against President Trump. Not surprising. I think that the DOJ, the FBI, all of the three-letter agencies, I think, are going to be held to accountability and cleaned out and rooted out. According to Zero Hedge, and this is concerning California, on Tuesday, voters took a decisive step towards sanity by passing Proposition 36. Under this change, crime will start being illegal again in California. And one of the people here in California that I think is a true patriot is a congressman by the name of Kevin Kiley. I've actually met him in person. He stands for the Constitution. He stands for the people. And he was spearheading this, and I think he's done a great job. And I hope that he continues to do so. So that's all we have for the news portion today. Now we're going to talk a little bit about health and wellness again. And again, this is not medical advice. This is simply my opinion and my advice as well. If you are a side sleeper, always sleep on the left side. Sleeping on the left side alleviates acid reflux and heartburn, boosts digestion, stimulates the drainage of toxins from your lymph nodes, improves circulation, and helps the brain filter out waste. I personally am a side sleeper, and I take this type of advice to heart. So that's all we have for today. If you'd like to support this channel, it's truly appreciated. Go to samshalhoub.com. There's multiple ways to do it. Or go to mypillow.com/Sam, and you'll see all the offers that Mike Lindell has so graciously offered our community. And in the meantime, I hope that you have a great day, and we'll talk again soon.